And welcome back, everybody. Today I thought I'd do something different. Maybe you remember I did of all the Vermil wood thumb rings short videos to introduce you to them and tell you which one I like more, which one I like not so much. And I thought, because many people were saying wood is not durable and what have you, so I thought, okay, I first give them all a go. And they have all now, this one maybe 250 shots, this one for sure 1000 shots, so it depends which one I like more. I shot a little more. The Manchu one I shot almost 1000, the Lantern one I shot almost 1000, the Lotus a little less, I forgot the name, a little less, and this one the least, because this is not the way how I shoot, but it doesn't matter. And as far as I can tell, from wear and tear, you can have a look yourself. There's only one, this is this one here. And I think this happened, I shot a bow with a metal knocking point, and then I did some whatever fast loading, and I scratched, I guess, a few times somewhere this metal knocking point. That's why I don't like metal knocking points. And metal is just a little harder than wood, as we know. So that's why this slight scratch, but you don't even feel the dent. So it's really, it's only a superficial, see, now it's gone. So it's really nothing. What you always get, I think this is the Lotus too, huh? Because I just see the packaging. You always get the rings in these nice packages, and then it's written which ring it is, and there's always the size written too then, so make sure that you get the right size. In between, Vermil is offering a measuring template you can order for $5, and you can measure your thumb first if you're not sure, but it's not rocket science. I did a few videos how to measure your thumb ring. Fly, go away. They all started at $35 something. The first one, my least favorite, the Jesus Christ, classic, huh? Classic. Then we have the Victory, then we have the Lotus, and the Lantern, then the Manchu. You can always have them in quite a variety of sizes. They're all Paduk wood. It's quite a hard wood. And the wooden ring size, I said, is $5. So $35, you get this beautiful ring. I like them, first of all, because they're very lightweight. I mean, compared, then we talk about this later, compared a metal one. They're really lightweight, and if it's cold outside or hot outside, so they don't pick up the temperature of the surroundings. So when you shoot a metal ring in the winter, you feel it when you put it on. This one is nice, and they have a little bit of this natural wood friction inside, which you don't have with a metal ring, so they are not so slippery, and they just fit nicely. And of course they are not cold, so to say, and they really work nice. So this one is a general purpose where you have the string groove. It's for people they don't like to feel the string on their skin. You can use this one, easy, not a problem. Bows are provided today all by Alibo. This is the new Tatar, and I just got somewhere arrows. I got them, but I didn't bring them. So, Alibo, Tatar, you know, Turkish. This is for almost all kinds of bows. It's of course a deep hook, so you can't shoot this one shallow hook. It's not going to work because it will slide out. I mean, you can try, but good luck with that. This is meant to be deep hook. Deep hook means you really bend the thumb this much around that you have a nice hold on the string, and then it's really not a problem. So even this one is not a problem. I just don't feel the need to have this groove back there for protection for my skin, but that's me. Let's see what it does. Nice. Go to the left high. What am I doing? Oi, oi, oi. Still left high. This is the ring, it's not me. Now I don't shoot barreled arrows, so it's just different. See, I missed the target. So, nice, but really not so much for me. Let's move up to the Lotus. This is already kind of like an in-between shallow hook and deep hook, because the string doesn't need to rest that much in the string groove, so you can find adjusting the thumb not that much backwards with the Lotus 2, I think, yes. I think so. Did I say Lotus 2? Victory. The Victory. V for Victory. So See that with the groove is the victory. Again, 25 pounds or 30 pounds at full draw. Let's see what, yeah, so you don't need to curl the thumb that much around. That's nice. So I like this more. Goes straight where I want it to. So this one is not interfering with my way of shooting. That's just nice. Group. So this one was once my favorite. Long ago I did a video when I was in Malta. And I figured that the victory would be my ring. It is still a nice one, and if you're not sure if you really want to do that deep hook or not, see that the angle is almost the same-ish, but it's just a little nicer. It's just, this thing doesn't make sense for me, but that's me. Many love this ring and it's totally nothing against it. Fine. Then we come into Ottoman territory, the Lotus 2, that's a really nice one. This one you can shoot already shallow hook or still a little medium hook as you wish, but it's not necessarily a deep hook ring. So this one I like. It's just a little big and clunky compared to the lantern we see in a second, but it's a nice one. So if you really don't know which one, this one you can do a little more medium or shallow hook. That's both works with this ring, it's just fine. So let's try first a little medium hook. Works nice. It was almost deep hook. And now shallow hook, my favorite way of shooting. It's just nicer. So shallow hook with this one is just incredible. And as said, with this one you can work your way up from medium deep hook to shallow hook until you get the hang of it. It's no problem. With the first one, you can't work your way up. So with this one, you get stuck with deep hook forever. Lotus 2, really nice, $35. Really a good ring. But I said, if you think, if you think about shallow hook or something, look, this ring does the same and it's kind of like half the size. It's the lantern, and this is just still one of my favorites. I have the lantern in, I think, all possible materials. I have it in metal, which is just awesome, but it's a heavy beast. And this one is so lightweight, you don't even feel that it's on it. And it works just the same as a metal one. So if you don't want to spend the money on the silver one, which is, don't know, $50, $60, $100, this one to see which ring works for you, because rings are very personal. It depends what you want to shoot, which style you shoot. And with these ones, or the plastic ones, you can really test different rings and see which one works for you. Only because this works for me doesn't mean it's the best ring for you. And this is just for me. Even with this one, you could do kind of like a little medium hook, but there is completely no need. This ring just feels great with shallow hook. This is a shallow hook, and it works. Release technically just nice. And I never have a problem with the string back there that it would hurt or something. The whole draw weight is on the ring and not on my skin, so I don't need this kulak, what some have in their Turkish rings, that you have a leather protection here. Totally no need for that. But you might ask, easy with 30 pounds. I hear you. What did you say? 55 pounds. Arrows might be a little too lightweight, but you know, nobody's watching. So, shallow hook, 55 pounds. Let's see. I didn't shoot a heavy bow since a while. A little lightweight, this arrow. But shallow hook still not a problem. You really have nice control. So even with a heavy bow, heavier bow, of course, it's still toys. Some say, you know, everything under whatever 80 are toys, and we just play. Okay, then we play. I can live with it. I didn't draw fully. You really need to get used to it, and still here, no wear and tear. Now you could say you want to draw a little longer. Okay, I hear you. One of my favorite bows right now. I just don't have lightweight arrows. They're way too heavy, but it's fine. Just for the purpose of demonstrating. With shallow hook you can draw. It's not a problem. So it's not a problem. But Long draw. By the way, the Golden River is just an amazing bow. You should check it out, Alibo. Alibo gives you still voucher code Armin10. And speaking of which, from Vermil we have a voucher code 05. So, but you can put, when you order something, voucher code Armin05 in the checkout, then you get 5%. Now, this is still my favorite ring for every kind of bow, besides Manchu. And speaking of which, the Manchurian ring in paddock by Vermil. And you see, it's not completely cylindrical round, it's slightly oval shape, and it's just perfect. You just put it on. It's almost like the, I forgot the name now, carriage something from Alibo, which you put in this way on and you don't turn around. So this one you put on like this. It sits perfectly. Works, of course. Now, if you want to shoot a shorter draw length, 32 inches or something, works too. It's just not made for. And this is the definition of shallow hook. You really hang the string behind it and you just align the thumb alongside of your middle finger, and it's just, look at this. Zack! So even short draw is and low poundage is nice with a Manchurian ring, but review of the version 1.1 coming soon of the Yarha 3. Oh, she's heavy compared to the others. But you will see in the review. And then with the Manchurian ring, this is how you shoot this bow. And then you can draw, boom! Oh, and this impact power on the target is just where. So with this one, you see that draw no problem. Oops, this is a short arrow. And if you want a really full draw, as I mentioned in the other video, high wrist grip, and you lean into the bow and you get an inch more draw out of it. And with the Manchurian thumb ring, it's just these two belong together. If you order from Alibo, get directly the thumb ring from Alibo. If you don't order from, get this one. You can have them in plastic, you can have them in wood, you can have them in bone. Metal, I don't think so, but it's just in antler, I think, not bone. It's just incredible. Manchurian thumb ring is just a different thing all along. Oh, they fly nicer. The red ones fly nicer. Let's see what the Golden River would do with a Manchurian ring. I think, as this is like a mini Manchu, it should be shot with a Manchurian ring too. Yeah, that feels just one more. So, and I said they all start at $35, and then you can choose the size and everything. It's just nice. So the thing is, when you get sweaty, you need to be a bit careful that it doesn't slip, but you just a little bit here, and then you have a strong hold. A strong hold. They're 33 inches, look. I think they are. This is one of the barreled ones, early ones from Alibo. I don't want to shoot them because I broke them all. And you hear the... And I think I shot them directly in my priority order. So these two always together, the lantern and the Manchurian ring, because it depends which bow I shoot. But for almost every bow I use the lantern, and then for my Manchurian or semi-Manchurian bows I use the Manchurian ring. Medium to shallow hook, the Lotus 2. Medium shallow hook very good. The classic, I think. No, not classic. What was it? Victory. Oh, Madonna. You should write the names small on it. The Victory is more medium to deep hook. So this is not really a shallow hook ring, but still okay to get used to it. And this is the pure deep hook, the classic. So this one, if you really want a deep hook and you think, okay, heavy poundage, maybe easier, yeah. Speaking of, let's try how this one will do. And 55 pounds deep hook. So you curl your thumb really quite around. Ah, yeah, it's nice. So, and this ring doesn't lose the shape. So with the plastic rings in higher poundages, you need to be a bit careful. Sometimes they start a little bending or you feel some movement in the ring. With this one, it's still at least up to 55. It's fine. So they work up to this poundage just nice. If you shoot heavier ones, you need a metal. My favorite one. This one is just... Do I have an arrow? Yeah. Just my favorite. The lantern in silver. It's just... It's just awesome. I like this ring. And the release and the precision and everything. So yeah, but of course, this one is now already warm, and when you start sweating, this one is most probably easier sliding a little around because it's inside polished metal. Not to compare with polished metal. Oh no, this is the wrong one. And as you see, both lanterns have the same size. The metal one is just more substantial in weight. And this one has a little more friction inside, so even if you're sweaty and the wood maybe takes off a little of the sweat, this one not, so the humidity sticks between your skin and the ring. So this one is a little more forgiving. If you're in warmer climates or something, or you sweat easily, maybe this one is the better choice, not the plastic one. Antler maybe, because they take humidity up too, but this one is just doing a great job. So this one is not sliding around. This one not yet, but if you start sweating, it can happen that this one slides a little earlier. But both awesome. They're just small and they work. Shallow hook and medium deep hook or medium hook or whatever how you want to call it. Hoo-ha! So, what can I tell you? Of course, this one has now most probably 2,000-3,000 shots. You don't see anything. Obviously, it's a metal ring, but even these ones here, they all have for sure 250-300 shots at least. Nothing. So maybe you see a little bit of whatever, but it's really minuscule. With a Manchurian ring, nothing. Not sure if it was that rough before, but I think so. It's so rough on the back side too, so there's nothing. With the first one, classic too. You don't see anything, but of course the string rests nicely here. There is no sharp corner on the wood like with this one. There you have this slight sharp corner where the string whatever can run a little around and make a little damage. You don't have this with this one, so the string sits nicely there and just brushes over here just in case you don't do a proper release. But look at this, it's fine. This one has the least shots, maybe 200, 250, but it looks nice. So the Manchu is nice. This one has this little scratch, but I think it was from a metal knocking point where I tried to, the Mamluk technique, and then with the metal in, most probably I scratched somewhere. But it's still not a thing, not a deal breaker. It still will work for the next few years, so it's not a problem. Even if this dent would be a little big, I would take very fine sandpaper, even it out again, and it's fine. And then my favorite one has the most shots, and you don't see anything. So just proof of point, I don't know. Even with higher poundages, so the Manchu was shot a few times now with the 50-pound Yarha. They all were shot, especially my lantern, with even the 55-pound K-Yuan fiberglass, and they all shot with 30, 40, 50 pounds, so there is nothing. And if you go higher than 50 pounds or 60 pounds, you might consider anyway taking a metal one, or then, take a metal one. They have brass, silver, what have you, or then an antler one, something. They have now new cow horn and bull horn, and Vermil is coming up with something new almost every day. They have now nice carbon arrows I saw. You may want to check them out. Interesting stuff. So I said, if you want to order one from Vermil, or 2 or 3, you can use voucher code ARMIN05, get 5% off. That's all I could do for you today, and that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Vermil, for providing the rings for me. Khop kun krab. And I'll catch you in the next one.